Today's exercises that we're going to be reviewing are called the Tiger Routine series, passed down to us by Saulo and Xande Ribeiro of Ribeiro Jiu-Jitsu and Six Blades Jiu-Jitsu. These movement practices will enable you to have mobility while moving in Jiu-Jitsu, prevent injury, and help you to just move with a lot more efficiency. So the first one we're going to talk about is called the whip. So for the whip, we're normally here in our seated guard position when we're playing our bottom position, so we're just going to take that leg that's on the outside, bring it back behind us, so now we have one ankle behind us and one ankle here in front of us. If you have trouble sitting upright due to hip mobility issues, you can take your hand, place it on the ground so you're a little bit lighter in your hips, and then that way you can lean to the side and bring your ankles over the ground, over to the other side, still posting that hand. Keep your hips nice and light. If your mobility is a little bit better, you can take your hands, put them on your ankles right here. Remember to be as upright as possible at the end of each movement. So we'll kind of lean to the side a little bit and we'll swing our ankles and our hands together, okay? Nice strong exhale all the way over. Get to this side upright, okay? And try to work into building a nice flow, all right? The second position of the Tiger Routine is called the door kick. It's very similar to the whip, except with a few minor but key differences. So when I'm here in my S position or the start of my Tiger Routine position, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my outside knee and I'm going to bring it in close to my chest, okay? Keeping my elbows nice and closed. Now I'm reaching my heel out away from my body till my leg straightens. I'll switch hips, retract that leg, and reach the other leg out. Okay, straightening my leg all the way. Now I'll bring my ankle behind me to the S position, elbows stay nice and closed. So one more time, bring that knee in, reach that leg out, make that switch. Okay, every time trying to get tighter in this ball. Tiger Routine movement number 3 is called Around the World, and all we're going to be doing is starting in that same initial S or Tiger Routine position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to lay down towards my side, not backwards, to my side. I can put my hand out flat or my arm out flat on the mat, lay down to my shoulder, kick my top leg up and over. Now as soon as this top leg starts to come up towards my center line, I'm going to kick that bottom leg out to follow it, switching to my other side, and then whipping that top leg to bring me up into my ass. So one more time, lay down to my side, reach that arm out flat, kick that top leg over, and use that top leg whip to bring you up. It's important to note that your hips should stay on the ground while doing this exercise, unless you like getting stacked on your neck. So the movement that we're going to be reviewing next from the Tiger Routine is called the gecko. So I'm going to take that outside leg back behind me, start with my initial S. My hands are going to go behind me, not interlocked together, but just reaching. So I'm going to lay down to my side, take that bottom leg out. As I roll over to that other side, I'll take a big step with my top leg and shoot that bottom knee through. Again, laying down on my side, I'm going to take that bottom leg out, straighten both legs, roll over to the other side, big step with my top leg, and shoot that bottom knee through and sit up. One more time. And that's the gecko. The next movement that we're going to be practicing from the Tiger Routine is called the warrior walk. Okay, so we're going to take our outside leg, we're going to move it behind us to get us into that initial S position. I'll build up onto my knees and take a step forward with that outside leg, okay? Just like the bottom of a lunge. Now I'll bring that bottom leg up, right into my cross hand, and then I'll take that step back with that lead lunge leg into that S. I can do my whip to get over to the other side, and now we'll repeat the process. Build up onto the knees, step forward with that back leg, kick that cross hand, straight back down to the lunge, and then I'll bring that knee all the way back into my S, flip back to the other side, and you can do it one more time. The next movement of the Tiger Routine series that we're going to be doing is called the protection walk. So with the protection walk, there are 2 different kinds that we can do. I'm going to do the beginner version first, and then I'm going to go over the advanced version very quickly. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that leg back to the side, just like normal. I'm going to turn to my lead leg side, put both hands down. Okay, remember this is the beginner version. Now I'm going to jump and switch my legs into this position. Okay, now I'll take that lead hand out, reach my back leg up to the sky, and then extract that leg and come back into that S. So one more time, on the other side, turn, put my hands down. Now I'm going to jump my feet, switch, and turn my hips to the ground. Then I take that back leg, bring it underneath my hip, forward up to the ceiling, move back into that S. So now, on this other side, I'll show you one of the advanced version. So all we're doing is we're going to jump when we move into that position. We're going to move into our push-up position rather than having our arms straightened. So I'll turn to my side, pull my hands down. My chest is a little bit lower now, as you can see. I'll jump my legs to make that switch. Add my push-up. Now reach my leg towards the sky. Back to the same position. Come back down. And move back into that S. That concludes our review of the Tiger Routine movements. There are 6 of them. Go ahead and review them. I try to do at least one of these movements every day, if not 2 or 3. This will, like I said, help you to develop more mobility and more efficiency in your movement in Jiu-Jitsu. And also, well, knowing how to protect yourself and keep your elbows tight to your body while moving. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to go through all of those movements again so you can take a look at what they look like live, moving one exercise to the other, adding a little bit of a flow. All right, so we'll start with the whip, door kick, around the world, gecko, warrior walk, and finally the protection walk. The key to having good jiu-jitsu is having good movement. Practice this movement series every day and you will see great improvement in your jiu-jitsu.